Okay, good morning everyone, and to Miss Amrit. Good morning to Miss Amrit and everyone. My name is Nurul, your moderator for today. Okay, today we will go to our webinar session. Our topic for webinar session is trends of transforming the information technology industry. Before we discuss this webinar, I would like to introduce our panel for today. For our first panel for today is Miss Cassandra Mayvellina Samrie, the CEO and the co-founder of software security company. And our second panel, Miss Celine Cassandra Laokin, director of Everyday Mobile Apps Company. And our third panel is Miss Nurul Aleen Alwani Binti Azhar, the associate director of Open AI Company. And our last panel for today is Miss Sharifah Qharinah Binti Wan Azeman. For your information, the information technology industry is experiencing a boom never like before, and more brands are looking to expand this area because of the immense amount of potential. Information technology has a various application, which is also why it has proven to be such a beneficial component in the entire structure of our industry now. However, this technology also have their bad sides. So I wanted to ask to our first panel, can you tell us how to avoid the identity theft online?
Thank you, moderator, for introducing me. First of all, a very good morning to Miss Amrit and all my fellow friends. Thank you for giving me a chance to talk about this important topic today, which is how to avoid identity theft. There will be 3 points. The first point is how to spot identity theft. The second point is how to protect your information from the identity theft. And the third point is how to combat with identity theft. Before we go to the first point, let me tell you about what is identity theft. Identity theft is a two-step process. First, someone steals your personal information, and then second, the thief will use that information to impersonate you and then commit fraud. Now, let's go to the first point, which is how to spot identity theft. Number one, you are being unable to log into a website using your normal password. Criminals will use personal data to access your financial account, and then they will change the password or addresses so that you no longer have access to it. And then number two, you are being billed for an items that you don't even purchase. If you receive an invoice for a purchase that you don't recognize, or you are being billed for overdue payments of a credit account that you don't own, that might be a sign that your identity has been compromised. Now, let's go to the next point, which is how to protect your information from this identity theft. So how? Number one, always be careful with what personal information that you put or that you divulge on your social media, because as we all know, scammers can gather lots of information about you just by looking at your social media profile, such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and many more. Therefore, be always sure to check your privacy settings on your social media accounts and make it only visible to you, to your family, or even just close friend. Number two, only do online financial business with a secure website. The secure website always begin with the URL HTTP or HTTPS. And furthermore, you also need to check whether the website is authenticated by the VeriSign or the Norton Secured Seal. Now let's go to the third point, which is how to combat with identity theft. Number one, place a fraud alert or security freeze in your social media account and then or any of your account. A fraud alert will notify the prospective creditors that you may be a victim of fraud, while the security freeze will stop anyone from viewing your credit account, which prevents someone from opening accounts in your name. Number two, always use unique secure password, and if can, change them regularly, because scammers nowadays have gotten good in guessing password just by using publicly available information, like by just looking at your Facebook, Instagram account, or any of your account. Therefore, avoid using obvious password and try to create unique strong password, like using random letters, random numbers, and symbols. Okay, so that's all for me. Now I give this session back to the moderator. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to panel 1. A very useful answer to for all of us to advantage of. Okay, so now we go to our second panel, Miss Celine Cassandra. Can you tell us how far the mobile application can help human to do work more efficiently?
Hello, can you hear me? Okay, thank you, moderator. Good morning to everyone. I am Celine, and today I will talk about how mobile application helps to work more efficiently. So, a mobile application, also known as mobile app, is a form of a software that runs on a mobile device, such as smartphone, are typically small software units with minimal functionality. Um, Mobile apps continue to provide consumer with excellent services and experiences. So, how does this mobile application helps human to do work efficiently? Well, our company helps upgrading the ability of mobile apps to be more up to date for as communication tool. That is why distance is no longer a problem for us. Using mobile application like WhatsApp, Telegram, and so on, this reduces the distance between two humans virtually. Communication in mobile apps are secured, and you can directly send message to someone. So other than that, video calling is also available for some apps, and this allows us to see the other sides of the person's and discussion like through video conferencing. So it doesn't matter if it is near or far. With using any mobile apps, you can still reach anyone as long there is an internet connection. So the next thing is mobile apps is a lifesaver because it has tons of productivity application that is available, and it's an incredibly very popular category. And productivity apps helps user to like organize and accomplish tasks in a creative way using docs, notes, and so on. Other than that, it helps for online banking and also shopping at the same time. For example, mobile apps like Shopee, Lazada is a good platform for selling products without visiting shopping malls. So mobile apps is also to be prove uh, to be is wait mobile apps is also proved to be um, the most impactful in navigation. Apps like Waze, MapQuest, etc. This automatically finds the optimal route and guides during the journey to your destination. Therefore, productivity mobile apps helps user to accomplish tasks quickly. Lastly, mobile application is used to keep and transfer data virtually and globally. You can send transfer data from around the world. And apps like Drive is also used as a data storage visually, and you may share it to someone else. For instance, you can keep and share all the data like video recording, photos, audio, like that. And the best part of downloading this kind of application, you can search and trace back the data that you have saved in your app. And for example, you can simply type the date or time or the name of your file, and it pops on your screen device. And for if you or your data, you just simply go to the recycle bin or your device bin to recover your data. Thus, it is so amazing that I can see users are able to keep all their data and trace it back in an app. So I have come an end to my talk today. To sum up everything, you when you compare to the mobile app of yesteryears to what we can perform today, the difference is outstanding. Our life is more better, and because of there are mobile application for almost everything, and it is so hard to imagine a world without them. That is all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to panel 2. To me, that is so amazing because the mobile application actually give a lot of benefit to human nowadays. And for your information, I also want to share something that I have read before. This is artificial intelligence helps humanity. But some people agree about this and some people also not agree about this. So I want to ask to our third panel, Miss Aleen Alwani, are you agree about this?
Okay, hello. Thank you to Miss Liyana about your question earlier. So, for the question, I actually agree with the statement. So, I agree with the statement that artificial intelligence do helps humanity. So, before I explain the points that why artificial intelligence helps you. Most of us will think that AI is a robot. Well, if you want to know, robotics and AI are really two separate things. Robotics involves building robots, whereas AI involves programming intelligence. So AI is one of the most revolutionary developments in human history. It empowers organizations, governments, and communities to build a high-performing ecosystem to serve the entire world. AI solves some of the most critical challenges faced by society. So why I say AI helps humanity? It because AI helps human to develop new drugs. In pharmaceutical industry, AI is used to identify potential molecules by leveraging a large volume of data. We use predictive analytics to discover these molecules candidates and optimize them with several rounds of iteration to select the best one for drug manufacturing. The second reason why I say AI helps humanity is because it reports sexual harassment. Nowadays, AI offers new ways of reporting gender-based violence, child sex abuse, and more. It monitors internal communication such as corporate document, emails, and chat for inappropriate content. It also helps victims share their experiences of sexual harassment and abuse along with the time and location this event took place. Next, AI help human in combats human trafficking. We all that nowadays traffickers use the internet to place advertisement to lure potential victims. AI scrape image from different websites used by traffickers and label objects in image to search and review suspect advertisement. It also analyzes data from the advertisement and websites to identify the potential victims of human trafficking and alert the authorities before the crime. So the last reason why AI is built in the first place is AI helps people with disabilities. AI assisted people living independently with disabilities. It helps them communicate with others using smart devices and describe their surroundings. AI significantly help in overcoming their daily obstacles for those with disabilities. So as a conclusion, from the points I've listed earlier, I can say that AI do actually helps the humanity. It drives down the time taken to perform any task. AI has mass market potential. It can be deployed across industry. Some people might say that AI impacts the future of their jobs. Machine and AI are taking over their job due to the coronavirus pandemic. In this case, I think it's up to everyone's personal opinion. In my personal opinion, I think that the creation or the construction of AI itself is actually giving more opportunities to people who are looking out for jobs. So I think that's all from me on how AI helps humanity. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to panel 3. I also agree with the opinion. So this is a advance of technology. Those who are less friendly also can be together with the normal human. Okay, this is also will help to improve our country economy. Okay, now we go to our last panel. That is, I want to ask to our last panel, Ms. Sharifah Nur Qharinah. As we can see today, many companies are developed successfully. Does technology also can help in the growth of the company?
Hello. Thank you for the moderator. Okay, technological developments plays an important role in business. Growth is one of the key goals for every business leader. And no matter if you are the head of small local company or one of the leaders of global brand, it's probably safe to say that your strategies revolve around growing your business. There are many directions in which you can take your company's growth, but before you do, you first have to build a strong growth strategy, one that will not only facilitate success but also help you to scale your operation and keep employees productive during times of growth as well. At the center of this strategy should be technology. Before I share with you guys how technology helps business growth, first of all, I want to explain why the why the technology helps business. Oh my God, sorry. Why the company's growth is important. Growth is crucial to the long-term survival of business. It makes it easier to acquire assets and attract new talent and fund investment. It also drives business performance and profit. Growth can be a strategic objective that helps a company to be at a better position and market itself against its competitors. Competitive reasons for growth include gaining a better market position and also providing better product or service offerings than a competitor. Overall, companies' growth helps in increasing the stability of company in the world of business. All right, now I'll show you guys how and why is technology helps in business growth. First, technology helps in increasing the productivity of entrepreneurs. We always assume that productivity means completing tasks as much as possible every day, but sadly it is wrong. True productivity is completing important things consistently, and no matter what you're working on, there are only a few things that really matter. Being productive is about maintaining a steady pace on some things and not wanting to be fast on everything. Besides, technology also helps in sharing, storing, and disseminating information. With technology, all things will be easy. For example, product promotion, storage arrangement for product release, records, and sales become easier with the availability of technological facilities. For example, storing all such records in computer file, this in turn makes it easier for us to store and retrieve those records. Sales methods such as interaction with customers as well as payment methods are also made it easy with this facility. All these things help in saving times and energy. Next, technology also helps in improving business mobility. Technology has improved company sales by allowing stockists to use personal electronic device to create sales displays as well as sensor order and customer information to office quickly. These electronic devices have shortened the time required by companies to receive and deliver good or service, and in turn created a competitive advantage in the industry. And the last ways on how technology helps in business growth that I'm gonna share is expand business to other countries by creating modern technologies such as internet and e-commerce. With the presence of internet facilities, technology, a trader can sell his product easily and can expand the market even abroad. For example, through social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Shopee websites. Shopee websites in particular allow one to sell products to other countries through searches that are not specific to locals only. Next, I'll share you guys tips for beginners before starting a business. Uh, First, you have to improve knowledge and skills in technologies because, as we all know nowadays, everyone use technology, everyone use IT. So you have to improve your knowledge and skills in technology to start before starting your business. Next, you have to know the market demand. Know the market demand are really important for someone to start a business. This includes product types and prices. As market demand increases, so does price. When the demand decreases, price will go down as well. This will make it easier for you to target and market the product. Next, you have to create product website. And in addition, to ensure that a business is successful, we also need to have an effective strategy. For example, utilize a person network, seek advice, differentiate the offering, and you have to be creative and competitive. Trader can sell his product easily and can expand the market even. Uh, and that's all the tips for the beginner before starting your business. And finally, and one more thing, and you have to be disciplined because without discipline you can stable your business. I think that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Supernova, for your answer. Okay, guys, actually, there are lots of new information that we got in this webinar, and all the info provided is very useful for all. Okay, in conclusion, technology actually helps business, government, and also the individual to increase their efficiency and effectiveness. Rapid improvement, hardware and processing ability for consumer to purchase new relevant technology. Okay, now we will go to our Q&A section. Okay. Okay, there is already question at our chat box. There is the first question from Muhammad Akmal to panel 1. His answer is, what kind of warning sign will you receive if your account may be used by potential identity theft?
Well, I will try to answer that. Usually, you will receive a warning sign like um, email. They will email you or send a letter or text from the financial institution or from the social media company if there is any suspicious activity, like the changes of password or changes of like email or transaction that you don't recognize. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you to panel 1. Okay, next question is from Nur Anis Maisarah to panel 3. What would you say are common misconceptions about AI?
So the question is, what would you say are common misconception about AI? So many AI related misconception are making the rounds in the age of fake news. The most common ones are AI will replace humans, AI system aren't safe, AI will lead to significant unemployment. While these type of stories are common, they are far from the truth. Even though some AI-based technology is able to complete some tasks, for example, analyzing data in less than a second, it still needs human to gather the data and define the patterns for identification. So we aren't near a reality where technology has the potential to replace us or our jobs. So that is my answer. Thank you. Back to Miss Nuruliana.
Okay, thank you to Miss Aleen. Okay, our last question is from Rosita Binti Rosli to our second panel. Her question is, what are the features of a strong password can be done to identity security measures?
Okay, thank you, Rosita, for the question. So the features are for password, you actually password cannot contain any part of the user's name or account name. It must be at least minimum of 6 characters and length, and um, it must be a minimum. It must be minimum, and it must contain like characters from 3 or 4 category, like lowercase, lowercase letter, uppercase letters, numbers, and special characters. So the feature of a strong password can be done for identity security. That is all from me. Back to the moderator.
Okay, thank you to Miss Celine Cassandra. Okay, because of the question already asked from the friends, so now that's all for our webinar today. Thank you. Thank you to Miss Amit and everyone.
All right. So thank you, everyone, and thank you to the last group. Thank you for those who asked questions and also those who answered. So officially, I will end and close the online webinar presentation sessions. All right. So we are done with this assignment, and I will try my level best by week 13 or 14. Give me some time to upload the marks, especially because we have 4 assignment or coursework. So at least three coursework marks I will put up, because your essay is going to take a long time for me to mark. I may need some time. All right. Other than that, listening is already there. Now your speaking is already there, marks, and talking about your cover letter, CV and cover letter, also halfway already mark.